Women over the age of 40 have a better chance of being killed by a terrorist than getting married. Newsweek article, 1980s. As women glide from their 20s to 30s, Shazar argues, the balance of power subtly shifts. Even the most outrageous minxes lose their nerve wrestling with the first twinges of existential angst. Fears of dying alone and being found 3 weeks later half-eaten by an Alsatian Bridget Jones' Diary, 2001. Her life is already over. There's nothing to do and there's nothing to say. Till the man of her dreams comes along, picks her up, and puts her over his shoulder. Men over the age of 30 are less likely to want to marry. Pew Research Center study, 2013. On top of all of this, media today warns women that by the age of 35 a healthy pregnancy is unlikely, and chances of having babies with birth deformities or other issues skyrocket, which is also not entirely true. It's everywhere. Society places a world of pressure on women to marry and have babies in a timely manner before supposedly their lives are over. No wonder stress is such a huge issue for many women today. 48% of Americans in 2015 reported lying awake at night due to stress, while an additional 48% admitted that their stress levels have increased over the last 5 years, according to the Statistic Brain Research Institute. Further, women are 28% more likely to suffer high amounts of stress than men, according to statistic by the American Psychological Association. Stress can pose a serious problem to health in a number of ways, including heart disease, asthma, obesity, diabetes, headaches, depression, gastrointestinal issues, accelerated aging, and more. Today, we are learning that stress may also be a cause of infertility. Have you ever heard someone say that you are trying too hard to get pregnant? It could be true, according to infertility doctors. Some doctors noticed that stress can be a factor in up to 30% of infertility cases, and for some women, stress reduction techniques have increased the chances of getting pregnant. Alan Morgan, MD, director of Shaw Institute for Reproductive Medicine, believes that stress can affect levels of the hormones epinephrine and cortisol and cause damage to the reproductive system with these shifting levels of hormones. At a national medical conference in India called Ferticon, Dr. S.G. Thilakshmi announced that statistics for infertility increase in regions with higher literacy rates. This means that people who spend the most time working are having a harder time getting pregnant. Why? Psychological imbalances and ovulation disorders as a result of stress are being taken into account. As is the case for most research on infertility, it is difficult to make exact correlations for causation since everyone's reproductive system and body react differently. In fact, up to 40% of couples today are infertile with no definite reason. Many doctors have accepted the correlations between stress and infertility and have expressed that it will only be a matter of time before they can prove causation. So next time your family or friends try to pressure you into finding the right man and starting a family as soon as possible, tell them that there is a chance that the stress they are putting you under could be making you less fertile.